Hello, Leo. Whoa, hello. All right. Welcome to your December Soul session for the 1st through the 15th. I'm Marlo. If you're new and if you're family, welcome back, my friend Dagnabbit son of a gun. So, anywho, let's go ahead and jump into your cards because 4 of them fell out. First card out. Okay, that's wonderful. Oh my God, autofocus loves me again. Okay, we have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. You guys know every time I see the 7 of Swords, I always say, we just skip, we'll trip you up later. You know what I'm saying? But it's in the reverse. So it may be tripping you up later or some stuff came out. But anyway, next card, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Then we have the 6 of Swords. Interesting. And then we have the 5 of Swords. A little bit of a hollow victory there. Phew, here is the thing, Leo. Okay, coming out of November into December, I do get the vibe that you guys have kind of snuck out of the back door, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel like you guys, and I hate to say it like this, but it feels almost like you guys are facing the consequences for something that it is that you did. Like it's something that you did kind of undercover behind the scenes. It doesn't necessarily have to be unscrupulous activity or anything like that. But I feel like the cat is out of the bag, whether it's how you feel about something, how you think about something. If you planned on quitting a job, somehow they found out that you were going to quit. You feel what I'm saying? And it's pretty much very clear to someone else or to you what it is that's transpired here. You feel what I'm saying? And with this 4 of Pentacles, I feel you guys are more or less in a position to where you're trying to protect what it is that you have left or what it is that you got out of this situation with. And with the 6 of Swords, and we're literally talking the first week of December here with the 6 of Swords, it's more or less the desire to leave all of this behind. So you guys are falling into the same energy signature that I'm seeing within the collective in the month of December. It's like this, you know, get the F out of Dodge kind of vibe. It's like what I've seen so far, it's like some ish went down, right? Either like shit hit the fan, something went down, something got exposed, somebody got exposed. You know, everyone knows where it is that they are right now, and people are literally trying to get out of the situation that they're in as swiftly as possible. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like the thing that my guides keep highlighting for me is this self-protective survival instinct that is at the root of the stagnation that a lot of people are in. It's like this self-protection, like rigid holding on type of energy where it's like a fear of losing what it is that you have. And the pattern that I'm seeing that's continuously repeated here is it's kind of like not learning the lesson. It's like it's still, and if we were to really kind of like simplify it, it's almost like allowing fear to rule your life and seeing, oh crap, I ended up in this situation because fear is ruining my life or ruling my life, and I shouldn't do that anymore. But because of this situation I just got out of, all I have is this particular thing. So I'm going to hold on to this for dear life, leave out of this situation. And it's kind of like with this 5 of Swords, it's a hollow victory. Like it's almost like it feels to me like getting away with murder. And I don't mean that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. They're going to like flag this freaking video. Like getting away with unaliving, but I don't mean that in a literal sense. You know what I'm saying? It's more or less like this is why I think towers and consequences for actions are good, because I feel like a lot of times it's super dope. Like if we do some really like effed up ish or some shady ish, or, you know, we make a less than stellar decision. And I don't know why this is coming to my mind. It's so strange. But it's almost like if you were to sleep with someone that you would never want to have kids with, and then like you miss your period, and then you take a pregnancy test, it's negative, and then your period comes and you're like, oh, thank God. So sorry to interrupt you guys while you're listening to the show, but I wanted to tell you guys about our new partnership with BetterHelp. If you haven't heard of them, it's an online resource in which you can find your very own friendly local neighborhood therapist, no matter where you are in the world. You sign up, and within 24 hours, they match you with a therapist that's right for you. And you can talk to your counselor every week via phone or video chat. You can also text them between sessions. If you or someone you know has been considering therapy, get started today with BetterHelp. Now let's get back to the show. It's like you're more likely to put yourself in that position again because you didn't really suffer the consequence. You just got scared for a little while, then you found out everything was fine. And you're more likely statistically to put yourself in that same situation again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just human behavior. Like, it's not narcissism, but it falls into that realm because all of us have narcissistic traits, but it falls into like that whole Likert scale of narcissism. It's kind of like why like serial unalivers, right? Like, it's why if you look at like Ted Bundy, you look at Jeffrey Dahmer, it's like when they committed a crime and they got away with it, like they got pulled over by the police and they were able to talk the police out of it, it gives them a sense of reassurance of like they're untouchable, right? And they can do it again. So sometimes for us as human beings, and the truth of the matter is the best way that we learn is through struggle and through consequences for our behavior, because we learn if we don't like the consequence to not do it again. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm saying all of that to say, Leo, it's almost like there's something you guys went through in the month of November, and coming into December, it's like you got the aha, the epiphany, you know what I'm saying? Lesson learned or whatever. So you were able to kind of get out of this situation unscathed. But the thing I'm concerned with is the baggage that you're taking with you moving forward, right? With this Four of Pentacles, because what I'm feeling intuitively, this thing you're holding on to for dear life, it's the same mentality that got you into this situation in the first place. So now with the Six of Swords, you have the illusion thereof of moving forward, right? Like you're leaving all of the, drama and tumultuousness, whatever. You're leaving all of that behind and you're going to stable ground and calmer waters. However, because we're looking at this here, we can get illustrative since my autofocus isn't being a jerk. But you see how this chick in the boat, like she has her little baggage. And then our Four of Pentacles chick has her little coin purse. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're moving forward with the same thing that got you here. So if we look at like the Seven of Swords and we make this upright, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what it is. The what you skip will trip you up later philosophy I have about the Seven of Swords. Like, that's what it is that's in this bag, right? So it's revealed. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like you're still going forward with the mentality or the perspective or the defense mechanism or the mindset or whatever that got you into that situation in the first place. And this is literally just talking about the first week of December. But that's what it is that has to be confronted here, because I feel the place you always find yourself in after situations such as this, right, is the Five of Swords, which is a hollow victory. It's like you get the F out of Dodge, you get out of the situation, right? But it's like there's still no peace and there's no solace. And I feel the reason for that is because the lesson hasn't necessarily been learned. So say if you're a person who has like the gift of gab and you're very charismatic and you have the ability to talk the pants off of someone, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you're not suffering the consequences for this particular thing that you talked yourself out of. However, it's like you're suffering the consequences of like getting away with unaliving, proverbially speaking, and still being stuck in the same pattern, right? Because I recorded Capricorn before you guys, And as soon as I turned off the camera, I wrote it down in my notebook, because the theme that I'm seeing with this is very karmic-y. It's like I'm seeing how there's a karmic lesson that everyone was supposed to learn in 2022. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, now with it being December and us going into a year of karma, it's almost like spirit is showing everyone a mirror reflection of everything you've been through since January. You're getting like a mirror reflection of what the continuous lessons were that spirit was trying to drive home to you, right? So that when you go into the very karmic year of 2023, right, that you can't complain, because it's not like you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm literally looking at December almost like a last ditch effort from the divine to like throw us a bone. It's like, don't say that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like because if the jacked up thing about it is, y'all, if anyone thinks that they didn't, I'm not even saying this like just to Leo, because if you got Leo just in your chart somewhere, you're not a Leo sun. But legit, it's like, if you think you faced any level of consequences this year, those pale in comparison to the consequences that so many will see next year. I kid you not. Like, quote me on that. I kid you not. Like, this was literally like tip of the iceberg of consequences, you know? And it's like the whole rest of that iceberg is what has yet to be seen, but will be seen in 2023. You feel what I'm saying? And the reason for that was this being like a preparation year. It's almost like us being in boot camp, if you will. And it's like stuff has consistently happened the same way for a very specific reason. So I'm saying all of this to say, Leo, that this is coming up for you guys almost like an epic wake-up call, because I feel whatever this is, it's like I've said for everyone else prior to you, this is something that's pervasive. Like, this is something that keeps happening. This isn't anything new. You feel what I'm saying? But it's almost like somehow, like, you know, you get rescued, you know what I'm saying, to where you'd be saying things like, you know, if it wasn't for grace, or, you know, my guides, my ancestors on my side, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's like I say, dude, sometimes being rescued from stuff or not having to face consequences isn't always in your highest good. It can a lot of times coerce you into your detriment. I don't know why I feel like I gotta say that, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Next card. We got the World in the reverse. And that's, of course, our fixed signs. That's Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio energy. The next card that we have is the 10 of Swords. So yeah, dude, coming up into the 15th of the month, I feel by the second week of December, it's going to be pretty clear to you guys. I don't know if it's going to come in the form of an aha moment, or if it's just going to be a feeling. Maybe it's you listening to this soul session. I don't know. But it's almost like the vibe I get is the second week of December, something's going to hit you guys where it's like, dude, I can't keep doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep going forward like this, because I feel more or less the desire is to move forward. But I feel like it's almost something that happens because, like I said, everyone's in this holding pattern in December. But that's for your highest good, for you to see how it is, right? That you're a part of this particular cycle. You feel me? So it's almost like with this level of disappointment or hollowness that you feel with this 5 of Swords in the second week of December, it's giving you an opportunity to see that this is unfinished business with this World in the reverse that you guys have been carrying with you up until this point. Because, like, why I say it's the same thing over and over again, because this isn't really a new issue or a new problem. It's legit, like, and especially like if you got exposed somehow, Leo, like, or someone called you out on something, or you guys did face a consequence, even more so, it's imperative for you to not want to just like hide and move forward. It would behoove you to dig deep into this. Like, why did I do this? Why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep ending up in situations like this? why do I keep approaching situations like this? Why do I keep leaving situations like this? It would behoove you in the first 15 days to really start to dig deeper into that, and to dig deeper into where it is that that's coming from, right? And the other thing my guides are telling me in reference to this, I was telling Capricorn about shadow aspects, because the Lovers came out for them, and that's Gemini energy, and I was telling them they should look at the shadow aspects of Sagittarius. So I think for you guys, it would behoove you, because I mean, your opposite sign is Aquarius. I mean, if you look at shadow aspects of Aquarius and see how it is that that's showing up, you know, in your life right now. And I mean, dude, I don't know. It's just like everybody's birth chart is just so freaking important right now, dog. Like it really is. Because I was even telling them to look at their like their Pluto placements, you know, and seeing if there's elements of that you're projecting into your, you know, reality. You know what I'm saying? And with this 10 of Swords, of course, this is like Phoenix rising from the ashes energy, but it's more or less a call to you guys in the first 15 days of December to die to this old way of being. It's like leaving this way of approaching stuff behind. But I also can't unsee the fact that, you know, on each corner, you guys have all swords cards. So it's almost like operating from the dark side of the sword, if you will. So it's like using your gift of mind in a less than stellar fashion. And it's kind of like, this is why it is you keep ending up in these types of situations, because you can't run away from it, because wherever you go, there you are. Because everywhere you go, you're taking this mentality, this mindset with you, and your life isn't going to change, and you're not going to change. Situations and circumstances that you're in aren't going to change until your mindset changes. So this is really about dying to this old mindset or approach to life. At the bottom of you guys' deck, child, we have the Judgment in the reverse. So the whole thing is, in the month of December, it is pretty much a call on you guys' life to ascend to a higher state of being or a higher level of awareness of your situation, and to more or less be delivered, like for good, out of this situation. Well, I can't say situation. I want to really say the word that my guides gave me, but out of this karma. You know what I'm saying? It's like this karmic cycle that you guys have been in. It's like the whole premise of this is to break you out of this karmic cycle. And in order to break out of it, it's a very valuable karmic lesson that needs to be learned. But the karmic lesson that needs to be learned is the lesson you've been learning this entire year that you haven't been getting. Like, the reason why you've been getting get out of jail free cards is in hopes of you getting it. And it's like, now we're running out of time to get it. So this is an opportunity for you to kind of do a year in review, you know what I'm saying? And to look back at, you know, this whole year, you know what I'm saying? And keep an eye out for that, y'all, because I'm putting a whole book out and a course out, but keep checking my website, because I'm putting like a little course out to where you guys, it'll help you do like a year in review, you know what I'm saying? So keep an eye on that on my website. It's in the description box below, thewoketherapist.com, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, but the whole premise of this is for you to ascend to a higher state of being and to leave behind these limitations. But in order for that to happen, there first has to be a level of acceptance, acknowledgement, and awareness of what's happening. So I feel what would behoove you guys in the first 15 days is really looking back and seeing what those pervasive patterns are. And when I have the course up on my website, it's a whole little strategy that I teach you on how to do that, like how to identify those patterns or what have you, you know what I'm saying? But anywho, Leo, that has been your soul session for the first 15 days of December. If you're interested in the other half, that is available on all of my membership platforms, be it Patreon, YouTube members, and our Sanctuary, which is my women's organization, my network. And of course, they're available on Vimeo as well. You know what I'm saying? So keep an eye out for that. But until I see you again, my friend, I love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, Leo.